Hello and welcome to MCN Focus, Montgomery College's only student-produced newscast. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Whitney Littlejohn.
And I'm Heather Welliver, and here are today's top stories. The Maryland State Legislature takes a break after a productive 2014 session. Governor Martin O'Malley signed several bills. There are two in particular that stand out. One is decriminalization of marijuana. Possession of 10 grams or less is now only a civil fine. The other is a plan to raise Maryland's minimum wage to $10.10 an hour by 2018. Other noteworthy bills have passed as well. Revenge porn, meaning it is illegal to post people's pornographic images on the internet without their consent. Jake's Law, describing penalties for anyone causing a severe accident due to using a handheld phone. And in a similar vein, a bill that says that if someone is convicted of drunk driving with a child in the car, they have to have a machine installed to check their sobriety before they can start the engine. Finally, it's up in the air as to whether House of Cards will be filmed in Maryland this season, as the tax incentives they hope to receive did not pass.
Tensions between Russia and Ukraine are nearing a boiling point. Pro-Russian militants are seizing buildings in the eastern part of the country, and Russia has placed large units of soldiers along its border with Ukraine. Top Ukrainian officials are suggesting the situation will be resolved very soon. They say it will end in either conflict or resolution. The occupations of government buildings are not supported by ethnic Russians in Ukraine as much as expected. Many now believe that the pro-Russian activists will retreat.
4 teenage stabbing victims are in critical condition this week after an attack on a Pennsylvania high school. 20 students and a security guard at Franklin Regional Senior High near Pittsburgh were stabbed in a crowded hallway. Authorities do not know the motives behind the attack, but have reason to believe the suspect was suicidal. The school's assistant principal, Sam King, is credited for tackling the assailant. The suspect is 16-year-old Alex Reibel, who is charged with 4 counts of attempted homicide and 21 counts of aggravated assault. He is being charged as an adult.
A prominent news executive has been kidnapped in Venezuela. Nairobi Pinto of Global Vision Television was captured outside of her home in Caracas earlier this week. The woman's father, Luis Pinto, has called on the kidnappers to release his daughter. Her kidnappers are said to have been armed and masked. Authorities are currently investigating the case.
The 3rd annual State of the College address was held at the Rockville campus this past Wednesday. Faculty and staff met with Dr. Pollard to discuss current issues of the college as well as future prospects. Issues such as tuition, cost of textbooks, and parking were topics of the general discussion. Also, future prospects to correct those issues were discussed and requested by both faculty and students. Those prospects include a parking garage at the Rockville campus, better accommodation for students taking classes at multiple campuses, and the inclusion of more degree programs offered online. Other improvements to the college infrastructure were discussed and will be carried out over the course of the next few years.
We'll be right back with more MCN Focus after this student-produced commercial.
My name is Maimuna Kamara. I'm in a television program at Montgomery College. The television program is designed primarily for students to gain knowledge and skills needed to pursue career in television. It teaches the students skills applicable to the real world as a writer, as an editor, as a director, and many more. I recommend the television program because it will prepare you to enter the job market with the appropriate education.
Don't let calories kill your appetite. Serve some tender chicken with rice, apples, and string beans. Have pork chops with black bean corn relish. You can even try something entirely different, like rice and plantains, fish and stew, garnished with green beans and carrots. Then have a healthy chocolate milkshake or a warm banana pudding for dessert with no extra calories. Eating healthy should always look this good. The variety is endless. Try it.
We can finally say the spring season has begun, so put away those heavy coats and welcome the spring weather. For today, Friday, we'll have pleasant temperatures in the 60s. Expect scattered thunderstorms, and don't forget your umbrellas. This evening will bring temperatures in the low 50s. Saturday, temperatures will make you want to go to the pool or have a nice barbecue with high temperatures in the 70s. Nighttime temperatures will drop to the low 50s. Then we have a super sunny Sunday with 77 degrees and a bit of breeze. The evening temperatures will be in the upper 50s. Next week average will be in the high in the 50s and low in the upper 30s. Enjoy the beautiful weather.
Express lanes and high-speed internet are among the proposals for Montgomery County's long-term political agenda. The Express Lane project, proposed for I-270, will resemble the public-private partnership of the new Purple Line project. 2 reversible lanes have been proposed, stretching from Shady Grove to the Frederick County line. The high-speed internet plan will give users gigabyte internet speed, allowing uploads and downloads of 100 billion bits per second. Though this plan sounds genuine, it is not clear how county lawmakers will get local internet providers Comcast and Verizon to agree to this deal.
On Monday, a Prince George's County school bus crashed in front of High Point High School, hitting an 8-year-old boy and injuring a child on board. The man responsible is 61-year-old Arturo Roberto Harris. Harris told the police he stopped for a quick bathroom break. Harris is being charged with reckless endangerment, leaving a child unattended, negligent driving, leaving an unattended vehicle, and leaving a vehicle on a grade without turning the wheels to the curb. None of the children were seriously injured. The driver was taken away in handcuffs.
Montgomery County executives and council are putting a twist on Earth Day this year, as they will be officially declaring this day as a day in the life of Montgomery County. This 24-hour event will take place on April 22nd. It will highlight you, the people of Montgomery County, and how you go about your day. So grab your camera phone, snap a few pics or take a few flicks, and email them to pics@mymcmedia.org, or tweet them to @mymcmedia with hashtag DITL.
Selfies is defined in the dictionary as one or more people taking a picture with both heads together. Lately, it's been causing a lice outbreak among teenagers. A lice treatment expert, Marcy McQuillan from California, says the head lice can be spread through head-to-head contact. Many of the kids that she's treated for head lice have admitted to taking selfies with their friends. Although there's no proof that taking selfies is definitely the reason for head lice, it's safe to say it's been one of the leading causes for the increase of cases in head lice since last year. So think twice before you strike a pose for a selfie.
International students here at Montgomery College come from all corners of the world. We talked to some of the students to get their point of view on what it's like to attend Montgomery College.
Montgomery College is a school of diversity. From Australia to Paraguay and Moscow to Toronto, people come from all over the world to enroll and attend classes here. But what will motivate a person to leave the comfort of their homeland and move to the United States to pursue their study? We spoke to a couple of students from some interesting countries to share their experiences coming to the U.S. and attending Montgomery College.
My name is Mark. I come from Ivory Coast.
My name is Larvi Nourani. I'm from Morocco, Casablanca.
I came here in December 2012.
I arrived here in the end of 2011.
Learning the English language can be difficult for international students because it may not be their first language. We asked the students, what was the first challenge they faced when they came to MC?
My first problem was language. I had some problem to communicate with people. It was hard in the beginning for the first 6 months. I didn't know where I can go, what I can visit. I don't know how I can take the bus, how I can take the metro. It was some kind of serious problems that I had in the beginning. After that, I had really good friends and international friends that we share our ideas. And so one day maybe we can do business together.
A lot of students experience financial problems juggling jobs and going to school. International students have to be independent away from their home and families.
Obviously, you're gonna go through a lot of financial problems, especially that you're not living with your family, especially you live in your own, and you have to manage your money. And it's kind of difficult for an international student.
They lastly shared some advice for international students who plan to attend MC and their future goals after graduation.
The first problem, as I said, is the language. So you have to be prepared, and then I think everything is gonna come easily. I mean, I'm not gonna stay here. I wanna go back to my country because I want to make my own company and use all the knowledge that I got here to build my life.
For MC in Focus, I'm Asia Norris. MC in Focus, I'm Asia Norris.
It's been a very busy week in the world of sports. And with that, let's check with our very own Seth Resnick at the sports desk. Seth?
What's up, Whitney and Heather? Welcome to MC in Focus Sports. I'm your host, Seth the Wizard. I hope that everybody had a good week. The world of sports was a busy one, so let's get right into it. I'm going to start it off at home base with Montgomery College's Rockville Raptors. A week ago Saturday, the Raptors baseball team played a conference doubleheader against the Owls of Prince George's Community College. MC freshman Brandon Hubbardson pitched the entire game, striking out 5 batters while only giving up 3 hits. MC ended up on top, 6-0. Now it's time to switch gears. Kudos to the men's softball team for defeating Garrett Community College 18-1 in the first game and 17-8 in the second. The hitting was concise and their defense was near stellar. They now improved to a record of 2-6. Spring is finally in bloom and hopefully here to stay, and that means MC's track and field teams are ready to go the distance. Freshman sensation Kiana Daly set a new record and sprinted leaps and bounds, setting a new school record in the discus throwing, 34.77 meters, ranking her #1. Now it's time to give you the rundown of DC's local sports. It's a big week for the NBA, where the top 8 teams for the West and East will be chosen. The teams are battling it out, as we have many close contenders on the home front. After losing to Charlotte, the Washington Wizards dropped from the 6th position to the 7th position in the playoff race. They lost to Charlotte on Wednesday 94-88 in overtime. If they stay in the current position, they might face off with the Indiana Pacers come playoff time. The Wizards have not been to the playoffs since 2008. Good luck to the Washington Wizards. It's going to be an exciting time at the Verizon Center. Let's go to the mound now. Washington Nationals ran their record 7-2 on Thursday by defeating the Miami Marlins 7-1. Behind the great performance of pitcher Steven Strasburg, was able to strike out 12 batters. The Nationals travel to Atlanta tonight to begin a weekend series. Pucks down, though, fortunately. Hockey, bad news. The Washington Capitals were eliminated from the playoffs for the first time in 7 years. Better luck next season. And finally, moving on to the world of soccer, DC United is going to play on April 12th at RFK Stadium against the New York Red Bulls at 7 o'clock. With MC in Focus Sports, I'm Seth the Wizard. Back to the news desk now. Whitney, Heather, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you, Seth. This week, Samsung introduced a new line of sleek but affordable smartphones with the new Samsung Galaxy Ace. This 4G device is modeled after similar Galaxy designs and features Samsung's TouchWiz technology. Unlike other mid-range Android devices on the market, the Galaxy Ace comes with the latest Android KitKat software installed. With a price of $250, Samsung says the Galaxy Ace is geared toward young social consumers. Apple is also aiming to be a little more budget-friendly. The new iPhone 6, set to be released later this year, will have a price tag of $199 for 16 gigabytes. That's all the time we have for this week. For MC in Focus, I'm Whitney Littlejohn.
I'm Heather Welliver.
And I'm Seth Resnick.
It's going to be beautiful this weekend, the perfect weather to go check out the cherry blossoms. So we'll have you look at the tidal basins in full bloom.
Take care, everyone.
Take care. Happy Passover, y'all. Bye. See you next week.
So Jimmy Fallon's taken over.